Well, they are not going to go down without the maximum of fight, these three riders. They are still hoping they can survive to the finish. You never know what might happen back in that peloton. As they drive on now towards the line, David Cagnard seems to be the strong man. Vogler is still there, of course. Calzati is still there, who won the Tour de l'Avenir last year, which is a major race victory, especially for a man from France. But that's close, that's very close now.
13 seconds, 1-3 seconds, and the front end of the main field now is changing to a little shade of blue and grey, and that is the team of Tom Boonen. That's the team of Quick-Step. Cedric Vasseur very close to the front end of the main field. There's Matty White over there. You recognise him because he's gritting his teeth. And there is Stuart O'Grady in the middle. I discounted Stuart O'Grady a little earlier, but you know, you should never discount O'Grady. He is such a talented bike rider. He's not as fast as McEwen or Tom Boonen, but he's clever.
He is very, very clever, and so many of these bike riders, when people tell me, they say, well, look, they're all riding along in a big bunch, they never break away. Every one of these is an individual working unit who is thinking and planning, laying a strategy all of the time. There's Zabriskie now, wisely trying to get out of trouble and move up on the outside. I'll tell you what, the old heart rate are moving up a little bit now. 167 beats the minute for Algar, for Don Nardello, 155, 56 for Patrice Algan. Still pretty low, I think, considering the excitement. Here comes the catch. Voigtler sat up on the left, shaking of the hands. All rivals but friends when they race against the common enemy. Now we have 189 riders all going for the win.
189 riders all together for the first time since the 25th kilometre of today's stage. These guys tried to survive the little shake of the hands there. Well, you know, it was good try. We tried it. We didn't succeed on this occasion, but maybe we'll have another go tomorrow. Now it's going to be very nervous at the front end of this main field. The sprinters will take incredible risks because it is so important on the very first day to try and get a win under the belt. And look how close to the front Lance Armstrong is there in the green jersey. He sticks out like a sore thumb here this afternoon, and he's not staying very far away from the front. This is the moment when you dare not put your hands anywhere near the brake levers, because if you do and you touch them, you shoot back down through that field and lose 25 or 30 places.
Just look in the heart of the peloton here. People are dashing in every direction, trying to find a hole in the bunch to make it go. 3 kilometres from the line now. I can see Alexander Vinokurov, low picture, wisely staying out of this one. He's not going to get mixed up with the sprinters. This is now their domain. These men are a very different species to the riders who win overall the Tour de France.
Completely different breed, the sprinter. When it comes down to the final 50 metres, they shut off their brains. They just live on instinct. All they want to do is react. Look at the riders, though, from Française des Jeux. They are burying themselves. They're turning themselves inside out. They're thinking of one thing. I've got to do an extra metre, an extra 5 metres, maybe 10 metres to try and keep Baden Cook in with a chance of winning. And in the meantime, there's a battle in the group behind. Everybody's looking for the wheel of another sprinter to try and take advantage of his launch when it starts to speed up to the line.
Well, this is a rider, Saunier Duval. I think it's Nicolas Fitch, the Frenchman, who's trying to get away from the front. Again, they're all massing, and he's got a little bit of a gap. You can't control everyone, and in fact, Française des Jeux wants somebody else to come and pick up the pace now. So this sort of arguing amongst yourselves can give you a surprise result at 2 kilometres to go.
Looks like Phonak moving up there. No, it's Liquigas moving up there on the right-hand side, trying to keep themselves nice and organised, making sure that it's not very difficult. It's Zabala, the man from Saunier Duval, who got off the front, but now that has completely disappeared, Phil, because he's going to get wiped away with this, and it seems too as if Française des Jeux have lost control.
They've been swept here by Liquigas. And remember, we've got the big Swede rider in here, Magnus Bagstedt, who is another bad finish himself, and Luciano Paglierini, who we've seen in different team colours ride well in the Tour de Langkawi in Malaysia. He wants to get a grip of the Tour de France too, but look at the rush now. The right-hand side has it with Liquigas on the front, but here comes the rush up the inside. It's all beginning to change again, and when we get to the kite at 1 to go, it is going to be one sprint for the line as they're trying to bring Tom Boonen through on the rails.
And now you've got the team of Lotto, Robbie McEwen's team. There's Leon Van Bon moving up into about 3rd or 4th position. Everyone now starting to panic inside the final kilometre. This is the moment when you have to take all kinds of risks. If you slip back now, there is no second second chance. You've got to look out for Brad McGee. A quick flick there as we go across to the left-hand side. It looks like the left-hand side is Liquigas trying to lift it all up, but Tom Boonen stuck there right in the middle.
That's Maggie Backstead, the Swedish rider, who's got the front now, who's trying to look for his Pagliarini, his teammate, but as they start to swing, Max has made a mistake there. And now here comes the lead out for Tom Boonen. Young Kersipoo's getting into the mix too. He's sitting there round the corner in fourth wheel. This could be a very... Robert Foster is there too in second wheel. And Baden Cook is the white jersey, bouncing a little bit off the shoulders as they swing up to the home state. Foster goes on the far right here. And now this is going to be a big run. Robbie McEwen is coming on the rails. Robbie McEwen is opening up the sprint. Tom Boonen is trying to get over the top of him. As they come up to the line, it's Boonen and McEwen, and Tom gets it. What a finish.
Tom Boonen was in the ideal position there. He was perfectly set up by his teammate. He was doing a magnificent job there. McEwen thought he'd got it, went a little bit too early, took the advantage, but the rest of the main field comes in with exactly the same time. But Tom Boonen, there's the yellow jersey coming across there nice and safely. No problems at all for Dave Zabriskie. But Tom Boonen, despite the toothache he complained about overnight, Phil, came out today with very sharp teeth.
What a sprint. The two top sprinters of years gone by. There they are, mano a mano, shoulder to shoulder. But Boonen, much the bigger, bulkier man, seemed to have the power this time. Alan Davies off to the right there, another Australian's up amongst the leaders as well. But that was one big win. Yes, Tom, you do look pretty happy.
What's it feel like to have won the first battle against Robbie McEwen?
It's not only against Robbie. Everybody only thinks it's me and Robbie, but Robbie was very strong, but I waited for the right time and had the power to pass him. So I think today was my day, but it's possible tomorrow when Robbie wins.
Can we expect more of the same battles, do you think?
The battle will be always the same. The victory will be different, but I hope to win another stage and maybe get this jersey home.
Yeah, I just went too early. I went from about 250 and that's too far. Tried to go from, as soon as we straightened up, I went, but I had a little problem with the gears getting on the 11, but in the end it was a bit of a tactical mistake. I went just from too far, basically gave the other guys a lead out, so I'll have to do better next time.
How much did you have to work for the jersey?
Today, not so much. Just try not to lose time the last couple kilometers there, and my team did an amazing job today, helping me stay where I needed to stay.
So defending the yellow jersey was an objective, and that's going to be the plan, do you think, for the next few days?
Yeah, for sure, for tomorrow. It'd be good to hang on to it tomorrow, go into the team time trial with the yellow jersey, and then try and pull that one off as well and extend his lead.
It was amazing, all the people shouting my name, and I really enjoyed all the stage since the beginning until the arrival, but I knew when I saw that the gap wasn't going far from 4 minutes. I knew that it's gonna be difficult, but I managed to wear this jersey, and I'm happy with this, and it's a great thing.
Yes, the battle lines are drawn between Robbie McEwen and Tom Boonen, it seems. And, even though Robbie McEwen is a proud Australian, he lives in Belgium for most of the year, and together with Tommy Boonen, both are national heroes of that country. Let's have a look at the stage results. Boonen, Hushoft and McEwen filled the top 3 positions, and that surely is a sign of more of the same during the Tour's first week. An encouraging result also for Stuart O'Grady to finish 4th. The race for the sprinters' green jersey has begun in earnest, Boonen being chased by some familiar names, which include Hushoft, McEwen and O'Grady. As for the overall standings, David Zabriskie has the responsibilities of wearing yellow for another day. Lance Armstrong arrived home safely, with Laszlo Bodrogi moving into 3rd on the strength of bonuses in the King of the Mountain competition. So Tom Boonen has the early advantage in the Tour de France, perhaps a psychological advantage, and let's hope Robbie McEwen, for Australian cycling's sake, can come back tomorrow, stage 3. If you want to see what happens, you can see the coverage live tonight on SBS. Our coverage starts 11 p.m. in the east and 10 p.m. in the west. This is Mike Tomalaris in France. See you next time.